Well, camera's not working. That's all right. Transition over. Alrighty, I don't know if there's anybody in here right now. I'm kind of in a different situation tonight. I'm actually at my primary job right now, so the stream is going to be a little bit different tonight. I'm not able to get the webcam working, so you won't be able to see me or anything. I got to kind of keep chat on a whole nother device. I'm only working with one screen on the computer tonight, so but as long as we don't catch a call, I work for the fire department, so as long as you don't catch a call, I'll be live until this is out of the area. But for now, this is kind of how it's gonna be tonight. You're just gonna get radar tonight and some voice. That's about all I can do right now until I can get the rest of it up and going. But do appreciate anybody that's in here right now. So they did just recently issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Cass County. This is going to include all of Cass County. It's 2 different cells, and it's kind of weird. We just made a post about this southern side over here by Paola in Miami County about it may have some struggle because of the cold air that was in front of it. Well, it has absorbed that cold air, and it's kind of gotten back into some warm, moist air. So the the atmosphere has basically it's able to pull in some energy. I'm just kind of looking at other things too, trying to see if there's any way I can get a camera going so that way you guys can see me. But right now, this is all we got right now. So kind of look at these, kind of give you guys a heads up of what's in these cells here. I haven't. This is the most I've looked at it. So I've been kind of watching on radar here and there while I'm at work, but I haven't really been analyzing or anything. But the northern half of Cass County is under severe thunderstorm warning for another 17 minutes, and it's going to be for 70 mile per hour winds and 3/4 inch hail. So pretty considerable damage threat up there. The southern half into Bates County, the northern half of Bates County is going to be for about 60 mile per hour winds and same 3/4 inch hail. So these are moving east at about 55 miles per hour. So these won't take long to get to you, and they won't take long to get out of the area either. But we're kind of using the computer we normally use when we're out in the field. Since I'm at my full-time job, then this is kind of what we got to work with right now. So let's go through and start looking at these cells real quick here. Maybe up here by Lee Summit looks to be the strongest wind up on the northern side right now, and kind of over here by those Sawadimi on the southern side. I'm just going to do a quick look here, just to kind of take a look at the whole thing. Down here by those Sawadimi would probably have the biggest or the strongest chance for any kind of hail on this. Also up by Lee Summit, but there we go back to reflectivity here. Things may go a little slow. The connection is kind of a rigged up connection right now, but if I need to, I can switch over to my phone. We just lose it for a minute or two, and then we'd come back. Okay. Just trying to make sure I got everything here. It looks like the audio is working. I'm hoping it's working. Actually, I can read it on here. You can go from there. Oh, good. I got that switched. Okay. Tim, I bet you'd appreciate that. Oh. keep you busy though. Bet those insurance companies don't like seeing you or hearing you call in. Derek, if I remember right, you're down in Bates County, and yeah, it looks like it's probably going to go, or I mean Butler area, and it looks like it may go just north. Maybe just north. If that builds any further south, we'll just kind of have to watch and see there. So I'm still, yeah, Butler. I was thinking that's where you're from, but yeah, these things are moving east with a little bit of a northern movement to them, but basically east. Looks super nasty up in Raymore. I bet it does. I can't pull up the cameras on stream right now. I don't have everything set up. I was kind of messing with some things. I really didn't think this I would need to go live necessarily tonight with it, but I was still watching it as I'm up here working, and I'll be on until we catch a call or something. So okay, you're up in Raymore. Good deal. I'd say send pictures in right now, but right now I wouldn't be able to pull them up anyway. I'm not on the regular setup, so it's kind of a rough go, but we'll make it work. Yeah, Tim, I actually live a little way down the road from your mom there in Urich. I'm pretty sure that's your mom. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I seen you over at Grand River Grill the other day with some of that delicious fried chicken. Can't get enough of that stuff. Derek, I'm up here in Garden City. I work for the fire department up here. So as long as we're not on a call, I can do this. But if something comes out, I'll have to end the stream real quick. I'll have to try to mute it before we get too far into the call there. But I just have to end it real quick. So unfortunately, that's kind of the situation tonight. But they normally treat us pretty good up here. And I'm trying to get the webcam to work on the computer. I'm trying to get that into the streaming software right now so you guys can actually see me. But right now it's not loading the camera. Tammy, this line, if you're looking at the radar right now, the southern severe thunderstorm warning, that would be the one that could potentially hit Urich. And right now, the primary threat is just winds, straight line of winds, some damaging winds. The cell up north that's going to hit the northern side of Cass County into Lee Summit area is gonna have the strongest punch. It's about 70-mile-per-hour winds up there. There's not a whole lot of hail involved in this, and it's really low tornado threat tonight. So Derek, nobody's really listed as full time up here, but a lot of people get pretty significant hours up here. So it's nice. It's kind of the second job is for a lot of people. So I'm thankful that this is kind of I'll call it primary, not full time. So primary job is doing this now. Also got I work for an internet company and then weather stuff on the side. Kind of do it. The weather stuff doesn't pay. We put everything we get, we put it right back into the stream. Being able to afford the car to go chase and stuff like that. So. So speaking of that, we finally got our stars thing working. So if you guys want to donate, just go to the comments and there's a little icon with the star on there, and you can buy stars and donate it that way. It's finally working. It just started working like last night around 9-10 o'clock. We're not even sure what we did different to make it work, but it's working now. You're welcome, Tammy. We'll be here until these are, hopefully we'll be here until these are out of at least the eastern side of Henry County. So I don't want to try to push this too much and stay on. And just hopefully the community here will hold off until the storms are out of the area, and we'll stay on and see. So Derek, it's fun. There's still a lot of things that we don't know, and we're learning. We watch a lot of other chasers and stuff out there and kind of what they're talking about and things like that. So we definitely are not pros at it. So that's why we stay back as far as we can, but still try to get some images and stuff. But Tim, if you're still in here, did you guys get any hail up there? Looks like it's right around Belton area now. It really looks like after this first line here gets out of or gets past you, it probably won't have much in the way of severe weather. So this is kind of on a cold front or a cooler front is what all of this is kind of forming on. So once that kind of gets past, then the severe threat really diminishes. Sorry if the mic sounds weird again. I'm using the mic on the computer. It's just the built-in mic. I don't have my typical stuff here. Also, if you guys do notice anything like audio cutting out or the video cutting out, if it's buffering or anything like that, let me know. I can switch to a different connection. I'm just trying to use this one. So it looks like it's had some drop frames, not a bunch, but some on here. Alrighty, start looking through this. So down here to the southeast of Paola in Miami County is going to be the strongest wind gust and stuff. Cutting out. I was afraid of that. If I switch connections, I'm going to lose you guys for a couple minutes. I can try to reposition the computer and go from there. But Misty, it's hard to tell right now. I'm just kind of watch the radar and see. It kind of looks like the cell that's producing the severe thunderstorm warning over in Lynn County, Miami County area, basically Cass County, the southern half, all the way into Bates County, that potentially has a outflow boundary that's pushing out from the storm. It had one earlier and it weakened. Then it caught up to it again, kind of absorbed it, and now it's coming back. And if that is the case, then these will start to weaken again. But there could be just a progression of it. Tim, I moved the computer kind of closer, so hopefully that works. I'm running wireless right now, and it's kind of a rigged up wireless stuff, but we'll see here. Looks like it may be doing a little bit better. It's shooting through metal. That's going to be the issue. Jeannie, south and east of Ballard, kind of about the same thing as Clinton. If the just watch that line. If it continues to hold together, the primary threat is either way. It's going to be just kind of straight line winds. There's no real big hail in this or anything. They're saying up to 3/4 inch hail and then 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. As far as like tornadoes, there's a very, very low threat of tornadoes tonight. Alrighty, so that's a little bit better. Good deal. I moved him closer to the window. It's shooting across the street to our little shack across the street up here. Misty, you're welcome. We'll be on for a little while, hopefully. As some people may have heard, some people may not. If I have to catch I'm working, so if I catch a call, I'll have to leave. But we'll be here as long as we can. So the northern cell I'm not going to look at too much right now because it's kind of right over the radar site. Give me a second here and I'll switch over to the one over by Topeka and get a better, I say better, but still that's a long ways away. And it's not really reaching over there. I could try Springfield. Okay, so that's going to be the bad thing about it being right over Pleasant Hill area is you can't get an accurate wind speed on there. But they're still saying it's 80 plus mile per hour destructive winds, basically from just north of Peculiar up through Buckner area, Lexington. So it's pretty significant straight line winds up there. And then the southern side is still 60 mile per hour winds. And that expires in 3 minutes, and they haven't extended the southern one. It's just this northern one up North Cass County. It's going to be heading into Johnson County, Jackson County, and then over by Odessa and Concordia area. Yeah, it's really cutting out now. If I can, let's see. I'm going to try to move stuff around, guys. Hopefully I can get this connection thing figured out. I'm going to go on mute for a second. I'll still be here, so if you have any questions, I'll still be looking at chat. But I'm going to go on mute it for a minute. Alrighty, we'll see if that works. I've literally got the computer sitting in the window. Hope for the best. Start looking through the stuff again. All right, we'll see if they extend that. Yep, they did, just barely. I mean, that's not very far of an extension. But, so basically, they just extended it by what, 15 miles, roughly, to the east, so not quite to Archie. So pretty much from 49 Highway all the way from Harrisonville to Butler, 49 Highway to the west is under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile per hour winds and 3/4 inch hail. I think that's running more stable now at least. So hopefully, if it's still having issues, just let me know. I can. The next step would be is I may have to end stream briefly so I could switch over to my phone's internet. But we all know how that goes. Just taking a look at winds real quick. Still the strongest that I'm showing on here looks right around Cleveland area. So right around 60 mile per hour winds there. And then south of Lewisburg, right along, I believe that's 69 Highway. Yeah, right around 69 Highway, we've got right around 60 mile per hour winds there. The cell up, like I said, the cell up north is showing about 80. So destructive winds on the north side of this thing. All right, I can mute it real quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys, sorry about that. I'm back. I had to get something to drink. I was starting to cough quite a bit there. Okay. Or at least felt like I was going to cough, and I didn't really want to be doing that on a mic that picks up everything. Not sure who all we still have in here. Feel free to comment between each other and just kind of talk, guys. You can ask me questions, ask each other questions. If I miss one, somebody else can chime in. We're here to talk and get through this together. Not really expecting this stuff tonight to be all that bad. Maybe some strong winds, but that's looks to be about the only real big threat for this evening. Still sitting here in Garden City, got the computer in the window, looking out the window. It looks dark out there, but I'm not seeing any lightning yet. I wish I could pull up the cameras and take a look at. I mean, I can pull them up on my phone, but I can't show you guys them. Problem is, if I start doing that, it takes the radar image away completely. Just because I've messed with things earlier. No, there's really not a whole lot of lightning out there right now. It's a good sign. It means these aren't full of hail or anything with it. Starting to get some drops in packets there. There we go. Yep, another hiccup there with the internet. You're in Chilhowie? Well, it doesn't look like anything's over there right now. It's definitely heading that direction though, so you maybe you'll see that. And you're a little further north than I am too. Well, actually, not really. You're more east than north. But are you looking off to the north or the west to see that? I'm sitting in Garden City, and I'm looking out of a kind of a tinier window off to the west, and I'm not seeing any lightning right now. I've also got the light on too, so that may be why I can't see it. But I want to be able to see what I'm doing in here. And I do apologize for any kind of buffering and stuff in the stream, frame drops cutting out. Just kind of how it's gonna be tonight. I think it's west. Yeah, Tammy, I'm gonna assume that it's west. That's kind of the closest cell to you over there. But so you're basically a county and a half away and seeing lightning and hearing thunder, and they can strike that far out. If you can hear it or see it, it can strike that far out. That kind of gives you an idea of how far lightning can go outside of where the storm's at. And just recently, we had one in the local area that got struck. So it's definitely not something that you want to be on side with. It can happen to anybody real quick. So see, as this thing moves across, it's moving about 55 miles per hour to the east, and it's still straight line winds. Some wind damage could be expected with this. That's gonna be the primary threat tonight. As far as tornadoes, really low. If there is a tornado, it's gonna be one of those spin up ones where you may not be able to tell a difference anyway. between straight line winds and the tornado wind speeds. So that's kind of how tonight's going to be. Not going to be those massive tornadoes that just wrecks havoc and causes a ton of damage. I would have too. I say that, but when we're out actually in the field storm chasing, we are out in lightning quite a bit, at least around the lightning quite a bit. But you kind of get pumped up when you start seeing some really good storm structures, and you just want to see it. Alrighty. So the stuff up north, still basically northern half of Cass County over towards Kingsville and north. That's the section that has the 80-mile-per-hour destructive winds. That severe thunderstorm warning expires in 3 minutes. We will see if they continue that or extend that any further to the east. And same thing with the one down south on the southern half of Cass County and the northern half of Bates County. It could be extended further to the east. We'll see how these things progress. And the one in Cass County expires in about 18 minutes. But on the last time they updated this and extended it out, they extended it out earlier. So it kind of looks to be happening too. Is right in front of the storms, you get this white line and then the darker area here right in front of it. That could be and appears to be rain cooled air or outflow. Either way, that's usually going to happen, and then when that happens, the storms start to weaken because it doesn't have just uninterrupted access to be able to pull in their warm, moist air to provide energy for the storm kind of thing. So that's what it appears to me that's what that is. But it also looked like that earlier, and then these things kind of ramped up. So I may be wrong there. Like I said, definitely not a professional at this, but we'll see how these things progress. And it looks like so this will be going towards the radar site, and you can see it doesn't make it in to where the storm cells are. So that makes me think it's rain cooled air. You have some red here because it's let me check and chat real quick, make sure. No, the radar site's up here, so anything going in red, gray's kind of parallel. You can't really read what direction it's going. But green is towards, red's away, and this looks like rain cooled air. So these are outflow dominant, and that's usually a good sign. It means they're not going to be as strong, and usually they start a weakening state at that point. But we'll see how these things go. This is the southern side of this line, the southwest side of it down by Lynn Valley and Lacine. Those have just popped up here in the last couple frames. Actually, they allowed that severe thunderstorm warning to expire up north. They took it away. So it looks like that stuff maybe up north weakened too. They kind of want to, well, nope, now it's back. They just extended it. But it did weaken. It's down to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts or straight line winds, but still 3/4 inch hail and considerable damage is expected with this line. And that's going to be basically from a line from around Strasburg area, Kingsville, over to Centerview, Warrensburg, all the way north up to like Norborn and Hardin, Carrollton area. Looks like that whole line is under this 70 plus mile per hour winds. The one down south in Cass County, Bates County is still at 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Still pretty significant though. They'll definitely move some stuff around. So we haven't really looked at what tomorrow and July 4th it looks like. To kind of narrow down, just a brief look yesterday when we were looking at it showed potentially some rain showers and stuff Wednesday and maybe some severe weather on Thursday. We'll kind of see how that progresses too. Just kind of be aware that there is a possibility of some rain tomorrow and some more severe weather on the 4th. Jamie, you're talking about the one in Johnson County, on the north side of Johnson County, I'm assuming. Basically 50 Highway North. Well, actually, it's going to be a little. Which highway is that coming out of Holden? I can't remember. Is that 52 or something? Anyway, basically Holden North is under that, and Holden South in Johnson County is not under severe thunderstorm warning yet. But these things are moving east, and they kind of appear to be holding themselves and not really strengthening though. They look to be more of a slow weakening state. Well, I guess the star icon's not there. Yeah, Tammy. But if you do get anything over there and we're still live, make sure to let us know. But I do appreciate the where you can see lightning and hear thunder update. To me that's cool because you were what, a county and a half away at that time, and that's a long way over there. Well, it kind of looks like. Can anybody verify if the stars icon is in the comment? You don't necessarily have to donate. We're just trying to verify if it's working because we don't know. It was working last night, but now it doesn't appear to be working or working. Alrighty, so they extended that severe thunderstorm warning into Henry County. The last update I got. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So let's look at the most recent update. Okay, so this one has intensified actually, the southern one, up to 70 mile per hour wind gust. And okay. Sorry, I was getting some updates too. Alrighty, so let's kind of pinpoint where the strongest winds are going to be on this. They're saying up to 70. And this is going to be kind of that issue on it being so close to the radar site, and we don't really have another good one that gives us a good view of that. But like up here, this is right at the radar site, and it's showing. I think the max in there is 54, 55, but we're getting it's just so close to the radar site, and I don't know the trick to really see this. So you can change the elevations down here. Okay, maybe this will work. Let's see, tilt 2. Still didn't give us much difference here. Let me go and click back down here on Springfield. See if we can't get anything up here. Yeah, it kind of ends right up there. That's getting real far away from where the storms are, and storms are far away from where the radar site is. So that's why we're not really looking at velocity all that much right now. Just the direction that these things are moving to the east. Let's take a look here. Just that. Alrighty. But so kind of going back, if there was anything tornadic in there, we would still be able to see if there's any kind of couplet, any kind of winds that are going opposite directions there. We just wouldn't be able to see the speeds necessarily. Because even Topeka was too far out earlier. Yeah, it's not. St. Louis is going to be way out there. Oh, I'm finally seeing some lightning here in Garden City. I've heard some thunder. Go ahead and look at the. Okay, so basically the only threat of hail is going to be up here by Lexington, just west of Lexington right now. Then we can look at the tops of the storms and see how tall these things are. And it's going to be back. This is going to be outdated, it looks like. Yeah, this is 12 minutes ago. But you can kind of see how high these storms are. Red is going to be taller than orange. Orange is taller than yellow, and so on and so forth there. So kind of gives you an idea. What that does is it helps us kind of see how strong the updraft is. The taller the storm, the bigger the updraft, the stronger the updraft, the more likely for hail and maybe some tornadic activities with that. So just go ahead and read up on this. Yeah, so severe thunderstorm warning until 9:45. This is going to be for Henry County, the rest of Cass County, into Henry County till about 9:45. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust, and it's moving east about 55 miles per hour. This is part of a line that extends all the way up into Iowa. It kind of goes up into Illinois, and I believe even further than that, but we don't really need to go that far. But about the whole line is at least severe thunderstorm warned. They had some tornado warnings up in Iowa earlier. I don't know if it ever actually produced one, but up there they had some. Down here, the wind field just isn't quite right for it. Not saying it can't happen. There is a storm, but the threat for tornadoes is pretty low tonight. This is the first time I've noticed that it has a winter weather radar. I'm going to try to load that just to see. Okay. So it just enhances. I gotcha. Well, that'd be nice to know in the winter. I've just never seen it on there before. I haven't had to. It's been too warm. I've never seen a post that earlier that said statistically July is one of the lowest snowfall amounts for this area or something like that. Which I actually laughed about when I read that. Shannon Jeffries. Hopefully that means that the stars are working. I'm going to try to go on there. I don't know if I can since I'm part of the group. Nope. So Shannon, was that part of the stars thing for us, or did you just find an icon or an emoji or whatever it's called? It's making the jet engine noise. That's the fans on the laptop, Levy. I can't control that. This thing is going to pick up every bit of sound around right now. I'm surprised you're not like hearing an echo. But yeah, that's the fans on the laptop. I'll send you a picture of my setup here. Shannon, definitely appreciate it. So they were working last night. Stars were, and I don't know why today they're not. But we definitely appreciate it. Hopefully, one of these times it will be working, and you'll be able to. But right now, for some reason, we just can't seem to figure it out. We've even had help with other people looking at it, and nobody can figure it out. And Facebook does not offer any assistance to it, so we're kind of stuck trying to figure it out by ourselves. But it did work last night because Jim Sublett was able to send us some. He actually called me at like 10 o'clock last night just to tell me it was working. I wonder if I need to go on. Let me try something here. I'll still be here, guys. I've got chat open, but I'm going to be muted for a second. If you do have any questions or anything, put them on there. I'll come right. All right, try to look and see. I turned stars off and turned it back on for this stream. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I don't see them coming on. But while I was muted, I was able to hear the wind has really picked up here in Garden City. It is definitely blowing around. They've kind of made the station creak a little bit, so you definitely could tell when that came through. The lightning's starting to pick up too. Alrighty, hopefully the internet's not dropping right now. It's probably cutting out real bad. And it looks like it would be. I don't know if it is or not. Okay, I think it's coming back. Had a little hiccup there with the internet. And we'll probably continue having that, guys. I'm also looking to see, try to figure out why those aren't working. How do you turn them on and off? Because they were. We verified that they were working, and now they're not. Maybe you're saying it was cutting out. Yeah, I'm sure it does. That's why I've got the computer sitting in the window with the blind open. I know, right? I'm using one chair for the laptop in the window, and I'm sitting in another one, and we're making it work. Alrighty. See if I can get in here and check any of the velocities here. Alright, so yeah, so we can see where the line is. It's tough to see exactly how quick these winds are blowing here. So even up here by Strasburg, that's going to be the strongest part of the winds right now is Kingsville area, Strasburg area. Trying to be Levy, trying to help people out. If it wasn't for trying to get the word out and helping people, probably wouldn't be sitting here how I am. I'd actually probably be standing outside. But definitely don't mind this. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what else to click on. There's so many options. But for whoever's in here, if you haven't looked at our page and seen the reels and the stories and stuff like that we've posted the last couple days, if you could go on there, watch those, because we have to get so many plays on those to kind of get rid of our challenges, and that may be, or complete our challenges, not get rid of them, but complete them, and that may be what is keeping the stars thing from going and just working for us. So we still need about 285 plays on our reels. Oh, quite a bit. So we'll be posting more. We're just trying to get all of these challenges done, and then we'll see if that's what's causing those stars not to work. It is lightning pretty good up here, just outside of Garden City here. Wind picked up quite a bit for about 5-10 minutes there. Kind of made the Station Creek, and it's still making the Station Creek from time to time. Thanks, Shannon. So we're trying to do more of that. Today when we posted the stories, we were just like, let's just get 5 stories out there because that's what we had to do. So we just kind of whatever. The chicken thing was actually kind of cool. That was actually my dinner. Didn't even mean to. I cut the fat off the chicken, kind of pounded the chicken out, and then cooked it up, and that's how it came out. So if you haven't seen that story, you can go on there, and it looks like a supercell with a hook on it, and I didn't want to eat it, but it tastes delicious. All right, I'm going to try to get the cameras pulled up. I don't know if this is going to work. If I lose you guys on the radar, I will fix that. But there's a cloud feature that's showing up on the Creighton camera that I want to try to get out. Not too concerned about it right now, but it's tough to tell with just the lightning. It does have a little bit of a lowering to it, but it's more likely just a scary looking cloud. Shannon, I hope this doesn't come off rude or anything, but we don't even know how to do the star thing. We know kind of what it's supposed to be, but we haven't been able to figure it out one bit. So basically we go on there and we activate the stars, and you're supposed to be able to click on it. It's a little icon that's in the comments, and you're supposed to be able to click on it, and it'll donate. So basically what it is for every star you buy, which a star is 1 penny. So if you donate 50 stars, you're donating 50 cents to us. I think you have to go on there and you have to purchase stars to be able to donate it. It's like a currency on there. But that's how it's supposed to work. And then that 50 cents will get to us, and there's no fees that they tack on, so we would get that full 50 cents kind of thing for the 50 stars. But we haven't been able to get that little icon to show up. All right, let's see if I can't get these. Oh, that's the problem. I can't go full screen. Okay. figure out one way or another here. Where's the cameras? Where's the cameras? Okay, that's that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here's the camera, and actually if you look on the right over here, I can't go full screen with this, but this is part of it, and it's not loading now. Okay, well, I tried to get that to go up there. It is not wanting to work. We will just go back to the radar. I'll try to get that posted, but there's a little bit of a lowering on there. It's going to be just northwest of Creighton. I'm going to try to get. So this, I could get this to work and show you guys the cameras if I had 2 screens, but I can't get the streaming software to grasp the right window without more than 1 screen. It's fantastic. That was a bright lightning strike. That was cloud to ground lightning right across from, well, the building across the street from the station. And it was loud, or it was bright. I'm surprised I haven't heard it yet. Livy, are you watching the cameras? Yeah, we're going back there because I can't get it to work correctly. Need a bit of a struggle bus right now. Just a smidge. Shannon, the only reason why we know about it is because Jim helped us. Jim Sublett helped us. Alrighty. I think we may be good now. Went ahead and switched over to my phone's internet. See how good that works for us. But give it a couple minutes, let everybody get back in here, and then we'll kind of talk about things. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good now. Hopefully everybody can make it back in here. So it hasn't really even started raining here yet. It doesn't look like. Alright, forever's still here, was able to get back into the stream. If you couldn't, go ahead and post a comment. That way I know there's somebody here. Right now I'm kind of looking at other things. Thank you, Sherry. Glad you made it back. I don't know if you're in here before or not, but glad you're here now. Had to switch from the internet. Basically, had to switch internet thing. Now I'm on my phone, which we never really know how that's going to go either. All right, we'll get back to talking about the weather here and not just about ours. So there's still a severe thunderstorm warning for Cass County into Henry County for primary threat of 70-mile-per-hour winds and 3/4 inch hail. Considerable damage threat. It's moving east about 55 miles per hour. And it's kind of around just east of Gun City area, down towards Garden City, and then over towards Archie. Then there's another severe thunderstorm warning for just seen your comment, Sherry. So there's another severe thunderstorm warning up north of like Kingsville, the northern Johnson County, over towards Warrensburg, up towards Odessa, Higginsville area, and I think that's gonna be for the same thing, about 70-mile-per-hour wind. Yeah, about 70-mile-per-hour wind gust and 3/4 inch hail. And this whole line is moving east about 55 miles per hour. Let's see. I'll go back to it. Okay. Well, I was gonna try to get those cameras pulled up so you guys could see the lightning, but it's still not one to actually transition over correctly. So we'll just keep it on radar, and I'll answer some questions. We'll just kind of keep an update on this. There's really not a ton to talk about as it's going, but so any kind of questions in chat or anything, just feel free to put them in there. Either I'll answer them or you guys can answer them together on there. We'll just kind of hang out, let this slide through, make sure nothing big's going to happen. If it does, we'll be here to warn you as long as I can. Sherry, so right now Lowry City isn't in the path of this. You may get some some wind from this outflow boundary that's right around Butler area later, and that's just some rain cooled air. Right now, there's nothing out west of you besides some spotty stuff out here in Kansas, but that stuff looks like it's probably going to fall apart before it gets over towards Lowry City. So right now, there's nothing heading your way. I can take a look at the model, one of the models here, and see what it's showing. But earlier it didn't look like there was gonna be much down there, and that's kind of verifying with how the radar looks right now. Get into it that way I can let you know what it's showing. Just a lot of clicks to get to it. So right around 2 to 4 a.m. it's kind of showing some storms down in that area. It doesn't look to be severe at this time, but that'll be getting into some untapped air. It hasn't been, that atmosphere down there hasn't been worked over by this first round. So we'll just kind of have to watch and see. So there is chance for some storms overnight after about 2 a.m. Like about anywhere between 2 and 6 a.m. It looks like. And then another round comes in to west central Missouri tomorrow about 2 p.m. So tomorrow afternoon. I wouldn't give up on it yet, Sherry. Like I said, it looks like there's a line. If I could show you the radar image, I would, but I just can't get it to pull up the anything else besides the radar correctly because I'm on one screen. try this. Let's see if I can't get this and not click the wrong thing here. So I can't see if you guys are seeing the other radar or this model right now. I'll go through the model real quick just in case that's what you guys are looking at. So go up to 10 o'clock. So this model is already, just looking at 10 o'clock, which is basically what time it is now, it's not showing these storms that are right over us. So this is going to be kind of skewed a little bit, but this kind of gives you an idea of what could happen overnight. This is about that 2 a.m. mark, and then 3. But the reason I'm saying 2 a.m. is because right now the storms that are over us on the model shows it up towards Kansas City. So this could easily be slid down south, right around Clinton area, down towards Larry City. So roughly about 2 a.m. And then you can kind of see there's some kind of around. Doesn't look like a soaker or anything like that. But then right around 2 p.m. tomorrow, it looks like another line's coming in after, or right around West Central Missouri at about 2 p.m. tomorrow. And we'll be monitoring that situation too. I'll be off work tomorrow. I'll have my normal setup going tomorrow. So if we need anything tomorrow, then we'll be able to do it that way. Hopefully you guys seen all of that, and I wasn't just talking just to talk. Okay, so they extended that severe thunderstorm warning. All right. Sherry, you're welcome. We'll try to be there as long as you can. And you guys may be able to hear that rain now. I'm in a metal building. It's got a metal roof, and if you can hear that fan, you may be able to hear the rain. I'll stop talking so you guys potentially hear that rain. I don't know if it's really raining that hard, if it's just the fact I'm in a metal building, but that's loud. I don't have metal on my house. Definitely can hear it. Yeah, it's loud, and I'm downstairs. There's two floors here, and I'm downstairs, and you can still hear it through that. Imagine what it was like upstairs. Got that guy up there trying to get some sleep before he has to go to work tomorrow. Probably can't sleep during this. Right, so now they're saying about 60 mile per hour winds with this, and it's still gonna be moving east. See if it's slowed down or sped up, or it's going about the same. Has a 60 mile per hour wind gust, moving east at 45, so it's slowed down about 10 miles an hour there. And there's just going to be one solid line now. They're not even separating the two severe thunderstorm wings. What? Oh, it's probably a car going through the four-way. Yeah. Probably can't see anything out there.
Oh, it's raining sideways. It's completely sideways.
I can see it a little bit coming through right here. But of course, where I'm sitting, there's no light out there, so I can't really see it. I really lean over. It's really coming down. I may step outside real quick or just step out to the door and kind of take a look at this where the street light is. But yeah, it's definitely coming down. It sounds like it's kind of letting up a little bit now. It's not quite as loud, but I'll keep it unmuted, and I'm gonna step away and take a look at that real quick. Stuff thing let up. Let up quite a bit. Zach, yeah, I'm sitting up here at the fire station tonight. I'm working tonight, and so I'm getting it a little bit before you get it out there, just east of town. Yeah, it really started pouring there. You could even hear it on the stream. I don't know if you just joined, but Sherry said you could hear it on the stream. I'm in the middle building, but I'm at the first floor, not the second floor. Not seeing anything on velocity scans or anything like that that make me think of any tornado threat. There's no couplets, any kind of circulation or anything like that. It's just going to be straight line wind still. And I'm going to assume there's not much in the form of a hail threat. No, not really. They do have up to 3/4 inch hail listed on there, but there's not really a significant risk of that. But you could see some small hail in this. And some lightning. Zach, the heavy stuff lasted for roughly about 5, maybe 10 minutes. But now it's just steady. But I couldn't see across the street earlier. Elizabeth, you may be a little too far south because you're going to be down in this area here. They made it go just north of you. It's going to be close. Let me know if it does hit you because I'm curious if it gets that far south. Alan, there's actually quite a bit of lightning. I would love to be able to pull that up on the stream here to be able to show you guys the cameras, but it's just not working tonight. I'm not on my normal computer. I'm at work, so I'm using my laptop, and I don't have more than one screen, so it's not able to capture stuff correctly, and for me to control it like I need to. But a lot of lightning, a lot of cloud to ground lightning too. Arlene, how quickly did you get that quarter inch of rain? Odessa. Okay, so that's gonna be about the same as down here, where at least where I'm located at. Yeah, actually this is kind of a thicker blob down here, so it may get pretty close to the same thing you got, about a quarter inch of rain if you get underneath this. About 15 minutes. So yeah, that seems about right. I didn't watch it as it came through Odessa, but I'm kind of looking at what it looks like now and just kind of estimating what it looked like back then. But this looks like a bigger blob, so there may be a little bit more rain down right around Garden City area up to Gun City. I'm going to put this in motion. Elizabeth, if you're still in here, I think this is going to go north of Creighton even, so you may not see much rain. May get some sprinkles out there, but doesn't look like there's going to be much that hits down there. Well, sprinkling a tad now. Spoke a little too soon, didn't I? Well, hopefully this is off just a little bit and you guys can get some rain out there. I know a lot of people need it. What's up, dude? Lecture. Right now? Yeah. You coming down here to tell me the internet's on? No. Oh, okay. Told you to go out tonight. Are you live now? Yeah, live now. You're not talking to anybody? Huh? You talking to anybody? Yeah. Here, come here. I don't have a camera up right now, so they're not going to see it. Anyway, Luke's down here. He lives in the area here, so he came down. I don't have a camera, so you can't see him, but he is the other part of Nader Boys. He's been busy and hasn't been on much, but he likes to think he's part of it still. Yeah, once this rain passes, the internet will come back. It is. Did it wake you up? Yeah. No, I figured you have to sleep and then start it. Yeah. They could hear it on stream. That's lots. Yeah. Out there. It is. Alright guys, so still this is looking to only have about 60 mile per hour winds and 3/4 inch hail, which is still something to be concerned of. But what I'm trying to get at is the tornado threat is still really, really low at this and should remain that way for the rest of the evening. And another 13 minutes of severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to assume that they're going to go ahead and extend this further out to the east as this line moves to the east about 45 miles per hour. I'm even going to step outside and see how cool it got. There's still some stuff behind here, and this stuff could weaken, but it also could fire up and produce more rain for further south. Let's kind of watch it. It doesn't really look to be doing, you can't really judge it on any of the radar imaging right now. It looks about the same as it moves east, just some spotty showers, not even real like heavy showers, just spotty showers. But I'm going to step outside real quick and see how cool it got after that rain came through. All right, so really it didn't necessarily cool it down all that much. You can tell a difference, but it's still humid. By reaching down and kind of feeling the rainwater on the road, it's pretty warm. Granted, the road was warm. It was heating up quite a bit today. All right, getting on the back side of this rain in Garden City here. Following up on some messages, guys, but still gonna be about the same thing. About 60 mile per hour wind gusts and about three-quarter inch hail is a possibility in these cells as they move east at about 45 miles an hour. Elizabeth, did you get any further rain out there? Looks like right here may have been your sprinkles. Right there may have been your sprinkles out there. Just following up with some personal messages here, guys. But still here. Alrighty, here we go. Okay. Whoa. I knocked my cup of coffee over. Refresh that. Probably hear the guys in the background. Just looking at things here. Looks like this may be on a weakening state as it's entering into Johnson County and the northern side of Henry County. But it looks like it's going to stay north of Urick and just barely hit Blairstown. Creighton may have got a little bit of rain in that. Elizabeth, I just seen your comment about hearing rumbles and seeing all the lightning. No, I seen that one earlier. I thought it came up and said there was one more message from you, and then it refreshed. It's having some internet issues, so some of the information that I'm getting is delayed. I definitely appreciate everyone that's been in the chat and followed us tonight. Yeah, the last couple radar frames there looks like there's kind of a weakening progression to this. Just by there's not as much red and more yellow. It could just be the way that the radar's hitting it. So I'm not saying it's weakening. It's just what it appears to be right now. It's really not showing up. What in the world? Trying to look at that stars thing again, guys. I'm not. If anybody knows how to get the stars going, would appreciate it because we can't figure it out. Not really expect anybody else to be able to figure it out either, but it's crazy. We're just not sure what to do. Kind of back on the storms though. Still, this whole line, all the way up to Brunswick area, Waverly area. It's the whole line severe thunderstorm warning, and it's going to be about 60-mile-per-hour winds with 3/4 inch hail. That's kind of the max, or right around that area. And we got some stuff up in northern Missouri that's just heavy rain, nothing severe up in here. Got some lighter showers around Kansas City area, and there is some stuff out here in eastern Kansas that could start intensifying. There is an outflow boundary right just kind of draped across between Butler, Ridge Hill, all the way up into the line of storms that's creating this severe thunderstorm warning. That could act as a focal point for any kind of initiation or strengthening. It could help with some increased lift for the storms, basically. Wrong button. Does anybody have an area that they want me to look at, or just kind of keep this on and talk about it as it needs? But it's going to be basically the same thing for the rest of this. Maybe a little further north, it may intensify a little bit up there. But these to me, they're kind of showing some signs of weakening on the storm in Johnson County, that part of the cell. Okay, just making sure my mic's on. Yeah, it's meters bouncing around with noise, so that's good. Good deal. Actually, a little section just northeast of Chilhowie kind of blossomed up a little bit. See that little bit of increased right there. Look at the. Oh, York may get a little bit of rain down there too. A little shower. Hit the wrong button and closing that radar image. I'll close that. Lose the feed there. And look and see winds here. Yeah, maybe up north, like North 50 Highway 70. In that area looks to have the strongest wind field right now. And then that little section down here by just northeast of Chilhowie, is where you're going to find the strongest winds at this moment. And even down into Henry County doesn't look anything too crazy. Okay, so they did extend this out. I think they just did this. I don't remember seeing it, but it's for another 30 minutes. This is going to include over Pettis County, Sedalia area, and up into Marshall. I believe that's Saline County up there, and then further north. Yeah, so they canceled the one that was over for Cass County. So Cass County is out of the severe thunderstorm warning now. It's just going to be very north section of Henry County into Johnson County, and then over into Pettis County and northeast from there, northeast from there. For 60-mile-per-hour winds and 3/4-inch hail. So still could get some decently damaging winds in there. It says 60, but you could get some strengthening in different parts of this line that produces a little bit stronger than 60, maybe up to 70 and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of looks like right down here by Blairstown. Looks like that's just on the, seeing what it was the back here by Garden City to up here close to Blairstown. It looks like that section is kind of dying out, but you got the stuff down just east of that, just east of Blairstown, kind of down by Yerrick, where that seems to be building up a little bit stronger down there. So this could be having a little more southern extension building down. So Drake, welcome to the stream. So if you guys hear something that sounds like a jet engine, that's going to be the fans on the laptop. Right now, Drake, Henry County doesn't have a whole lot of anything in it. There is a severe thunderstorm warning up on the northern side, but that is really kind of deceiving because there's not a whole lot up there that's severe. There's really nothing up there that's showing severe to me. It's going to be just a little further north in Johnson County. But I'd watch this line is kind of going southwest of, like, it's just kind of building southwest is what I'm trying to say. But right now there's nothing severe for Henry County. Probably some showers and stuff later on overnight. If anything does happen overnight, unless it's for Cass County, I probably won't get the message. So if things do form, which is looking like when we were looking at the models earlier, anytime after about 2 or right around 2 time frame, if anything does form, if it's not in Cass County, I'm not going to be able to get the message tonight. So if it's only for Henry County or Bates County or anywhere else besides Cass County, I won't get it, so I won't know to go live. But I'll be up for a little while watching things. Just can't guarantee that I'll be live later if something does happen. If I can get the message, then I will for sure be live. Oh, good deal. There you go. All right. Does anybody else have any questions or anything? Basically, right now, those severe thunderstorm warnings are going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds and maybe up to 3/4 inch hail. El Dorado's going to be in the same boat. We'll just have to wait and see if a storm forms. Right now, there's nothing down there, but there could be later. Models are showing storms later, but that's if they form. Right now, there's no storms heading towards El Dorado. All right, I'll probably give it a couple more minutes here, guys, and then I may go and hop off here. I got some work and stuff to do since I'm at work. I got to get some stuff done and things like that. Otherwise, I get in trouble for it. But give it a couple more minutes. If anybody has any questions, I'll try to answer them. And if nobody does, then we will go ahead and call it a night for now. Moberly Macon area. So I gotta remember where Moberly is. I think I just know that. Okay, yeah, it is northeast of here. Alan, you're welcome. We try to be on as much as we can. We just want to get the message out. So we're not here to scare anybody. We just want people to be prepared, and that's basically, if people are prepared and they kind of know what's going to happen, it eases a lot of stress and a lot of worry. So we're going to do this as long as we can. All right, Darla. Yeah, Moberly's right here. So I said that, and then I looked at something, and then I answered Alan. So for Moberly area, it's going to be kind of the same thing as down here. You still have a couple different storms to worry about. There's one just to the northwest of there, and that one is a little stronger than the rest of the line. That one has maybe up to inch-size hail. That does appear that it may go just north of Moberly. I'll just kind of zoom in here so you can take a look at this. Moberly's going to be over here, and this storm's kind of moving northeast. So I don't know exactly where you're at in Moberly, but that's kind of what that one's looking like. And then you got the second line here. The second line is a little weaker, but still something to worry about. It's going to be roughly 60-mile-per-hour winds and 3/4 inch hail. That's kind of a solid line all the way down to Henry County, and they just put that on under one warning. I really feel like the stronger winds and stuff, the severe risk is going to be pretty much north of about Hughesville area up towards Moberly. So you still have this line to go through. After this line over here by Brunswick kind of pushes through, then you should be good for the rest of the night as far as severe weather. It does look like Jacksonville. Let's see if Jacksonville. Oh, okay. Well, if you're in Jacksonville, you're going to have two lines to worry about. You're going to have that first storm, which is the inch-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. I'll go ahead and take a look and see here on potential it's vertically integrated liquid. It kind of looks like potential hail cores, and you got one out there just to the southwest of you. So this may hit Jacksonville. So makes a little bit of difference for you right there. So I'm glad we went ahead and looked at it for you. And this may go just right over Jacksonville, actually. Let me look at the winds here. Make sure there's no kind of rotation or anything on it right now. The tornado threat's going to be really low. It's going to be straight line winds is the primary threat. And this isn't a very good area for radar. I don't know if Columbia is going to give us any better look at this. It's still, theirs doesn't go out very far if I'm right. Yeah, and I think theirs is offline anyway. So we'll go back over here. Well, I don't know if Springfield's going to give us a better look or not at the wind field. So just looking at that radar, it doesn't look like there's any kind of rotation or anything like that in there right now. But it can't guarantee it. That's a ways away from the radar site. And same thing with the Kansas City one. You're just getting right on the edge out there. So let's look at reflectivity. But I would plan on in Jacksonville area some strong winds, 60, maybe a little bit more than that, but basically 60. And okay, I'm still here. I didn't bring a phone charger, and my phone's dying. So I don't know how much longer I'll be on, guys, because I won't have a internet source. So I'm at 20% battery, and I started out with 90, so it's actually eating my battery up pretty quick. But so hopefully we can just get through this and be done. I'll have to find a charger somewhere. I can actually put it down in the ambulance and let it charge in the ambulance for a while, but I wouldn't be able to use it then. Darla, I don't know if I said you're welcome or not. I was talking, had a lot going on in my head there, but you are welcome. If you have any other questions before I sign off on here, let me know. But it's still these two lines coming through Jacksonville. Does anybody else have anything? I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and end it so I can save battery on my phone. But I want to be able to answer any questions if anybody has any while I'm still on. I'll give it a couple minutes for a question, and then we'll go ahead and end it. Also, thank you for being in the stream. So we definitely appreciate having just having people in there. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. So we're still going to push out the information, and if anybody's watching, then they'll get it. If not, well, this information is still going to be available. But it makes it so much more enjoyable to have somebody else communicating back and forth. Not just talking to yourself kind of deal. So definitely appreciate everyone in here. GR, so basically our channel is just for weather. We will go out in the field, we'll chase storms. We don't get as close as a lot of the other chasers that you see. We just like to go out, we like to get footage of tornadoes, storm structure, and things like that. We don't, like I said, we don't get as close, we don't get those amazing pictures that a lot of other people get, but we also want to go home at night. We want to guarantee that we're going to go home at night, or give us the best chance. So we don't get in the path. We stay away. So then we also provide information for kind of a local area, kind of hometowns for us. So basically West Central Missouri, Eastern Kansas kind of thing. We'll just go live, kind of give people something to watch that the local big weather stations don't give out, unless if it's kind of happening right over the top of them. We like to kind of be the secondary source to them. So that's kind of what we do. And so far we've had a great response from everybody. It's helped a lot of people out. It's kind of kept the anxiety down, and that's kind of what we're going for. Severe weather isn't necessarily something to be scared of, but just to be prepared. And I've heard that from one of the other people that I go live on, and I think he's more like a national thing. He says he said something about there's no reason to be scared, just be prepared, and then that kind of hit home with me. And I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head, but I would love to give him credit, and I may put it in the comments later on once I figure it out, because that came from him. I did not come up with that. But yeah, we're just trying to get the word out. So, Arkansas, which side of Arkansas? We don't really chase down there a whole lot just because of the terrain. We like to be able to see the storms coming at us. We don't like to be surprised when they're basically on top of you. So, yeah, always be weather aware. And the stuff can speed up, it can slow down. You never really know what it's going to do. Mother Nature is an exciting thing, but it also produces a lot of stuff we wish it wouldn't produce. And we love tornadoes, but we don't love it when it goes through people's property and life's lost. So just stay in open fields, please. Linda, you are definitely welcome, and I think I know exactly who I'm talking to on that. So you guys have treated us good. It's always a joy to see you, and we'll be here as long as really as long as we can. We don't plan on going anywhere. We enjoy doing this way too much just to kind of drop everything and be done. So that's why we ask for donations and things like that, just to kind of help out some of the expenses when we're on the road. Everything we get goes back into this, whether it's the stream from home, stream well where I'm at right now, work up at the fire department, or putting it into the vehicle maintenance costs and stuff like that. Everything we get from people, we put it right back into it because we didn't come here to make money. We came here just to get the information out. So, but money does run tight from time to time. So we did definitely appreciate that. GR, we don't really cover the hurricanes because they don't usually affect our area up here, and we're not going to drive to see them because I don't want to get stuck in one. I would love to see one. I'd love to be able to go with someone that knows more about this, more about hurricanes and what to expect and things like that. I'd love to go see one because I bet that storm structure is fantastic. I love it when those hurricane chasers go out and they take pictures from basically inside the eye of the storm, and those are fantastic. I can just sit there and stare at those for hours and not get bored. So, but no, we don't really provide any kind of hurricane coverage. And we don't really have any followers along the coast right now that we know of. Nobody spoke up and said anything that they're on the coast. So usually we'll try to ask. We don't always ask where people are from, but because either way we're still going to give out the information and stuff. So yeah, so my primary job is the fire department, and then I work with an internet company too, and then doing this on the side of that. So those other two kind of take priority over. So I've been very thankful tonight. I've been live for roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours, roughly, and the the district has not called me once yet. So I'm hoping it stays that way the rest of the night. It just means people are safe and healthy. But I'm here. We're here if they need us. We got a pretty good community up here. Not that they know I'm live or anything necessarily, and that's why they're not calling, but generally good community up here, and a great district to work for. Anyway, guys, just kind of give an update on this. It still looks like the stuff is moving to the east. This is going to expire in 12 minutes. The severe thunderstorm warning for Johnson County, and I don't think they're going to reissue that or extend that on any further for portions of the southern side of that. And my kind of thinking is basically maybe from Hughesville north may get the extension, depending if this stuff continues to weaken. It has been taken a weakening state as it's moved in to Johnson County, or actually as it's moved through Johnson County towards Pettis County. but maybe Hughesville area north will get that extension further east, or they may just go ahead and drop it for down in this area. But up north towards I'm going to say Moberly, because we talked about that a little bit ago. Towards Moberly area, that's where the better environment is to sustain these the strength of these storms. And then further back towards to the west towards Kansas Missouri state line, there's some pop-up showers and stuff like that out there. This stuff also could start increasing. It's kind of in a rain-cooled environment right now. You can see the outflow that comes about from Hughesville area down towards Green Ridge, Windsor, all through Clinton, Rich Hill area. That's rain-cooled air. So it's kind of taken away some of that warm, moist air that the storms need to feed on and to maintain the stronger updrafts and things like that with it. So, anyways, I'd hate to get off here tonight, but like I said, I've only got about down to a 9% battery now. So in roughly 10 minutes, we used 11% battery, and I still got to keep that charged and ready for if we have a call. So I've got to potentially use that for any kind of phone calls and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here for the night, and I will be watching things for a while. I've got an iPad that I can use to continue watching and monitoring things. But if things don't progress into any kind of severe state the rest of the night, it does look like there could be some storms overnight in the area, according to just one of the models that I looked at. I didn't look at anything else. It's really just the model, and it could be wrong, but it did show some storms potentially in the area. Didn't really appear to be necessarily severe, but they could still pack a punch kind of deal. So, but I'll try to be awake for those. If it's in Cass County, I will definitely get the message that it's there. If it's outside of Cass County tonight, I probably won't get the message, and I may not wake up and be live for it. But if I'm not, Jim Sublett from Subby's Weather Talk, he would get all of those messages, and he would be the one to watch then if I'm not on. And really, he knows a lot more about this than I do anyway, so he would definitely be the one to go to for more in-depth stuff if you wanted it kind of deal. So, but anyway, I'm going to call it quits for the night, guys. I do appreciate everybody that's been in. Everybody new. If you could subscribe the page, whatever the thing is on YouTube. I don't really know what all they're called or anything, but if you could subscribe, even share and comment on stuff, that helps us out. And we're going to try to get this stars thing working for donations and things like that. But right now, all we have is the Venmo stuff. So if you guys want to donate to help out, we've got the Venmo listed on our YouTube and our Facebook page. You can click on it. It'll take it. It actually goes to my brother's account, but then that's transferred over to the storm chasing stuff. So, but Misty, hello. Hopefully you didn't just join, because we're actually getting ready to wrap this up, but I'll give a quick little go over of this. There's a line of storms basically between Sedalia and Warrensburg along 50 highway and northeast of there, and those are going to be severe warned for about 60-mile-per-hour winds and up to 3/4 inch hail. That's about all we're expecting out of this line. Basically from 50 highway south, then there is some storms, but those don't appear to have any kind of severe weather in them, even though they're still severe warned right now. It just hasn't updated. So 50 highway north from about Sedalia north, keep an eye out, stay weather aware. Main threat, wind and some heavy rain, maybe even some localized flash flooding, but I'm not too concerned about the flash flooding part, because it's kind of a thin line and they're not going over the same areas. So yeah, that's near me. Bowling Green Mo. I know I've heard of that. Oh my gosh, where is that? I'm gonna look it up real quick. That way we can give you a better little once over here, and then we'll be calling it quits here. Pretty quick. I'm running out of battery on my phone, and that's what's providing my internet right now. Okay, yeah. We drove through there one day. I knew I'd heard it. I wouldn't have been close to tell you where it was, but yeah. Or we drove right by there. We were just north. We were south of Hannibal, but I remember seeing Bowling Green. So kind of just a quick little once over for you here. Yep, there's Bowling Green. The photos went over a little further to the east, would have gone quicker, but there's a line of storms way off to your west that may or may not hold together. I'm going to go with they're probably going to hold together as it moves east towards you, but the trend for this line is the strong winds, some heavy rain, not a whole lot of hail threat in there, and really not even a tornado threat. It's still there technically because there is a storm there, but it's very very low. So hopefully that answers your question there and kind of gives you a little bit of what you may expect there. So, but anyways, I'm gonna have to call it quits. I'm already down to 5%. So in the matter of just a couple minutes, there we went from 9 to 5%. We lost 4% battery. So I'm gonna call it quits tonight. Like I said, I'm gonna put my phone on the charge in the ambulance. I won't have it on me, but I've got my iPad. I'll continue watching things, and if I need to go live later, and if I get the notification, if I'm sleeping, then I'll go live. If not, we will see you on the next stream. It may even be on the 4th. Unfortunately, it looks like there could be some storms in the area on the 4th. Is kind of keep an eye on that. There could be some storms in Missouri, Kansas area tomorrow too. But the 4th has a severe potential. So we will definitely keep everybody updated on that, and hope everybody has a good night, good safe rest of the night. If you have any storm pictures or anything like that, feel free to send it to our Facebook page. We'll try to put that up for you, and you can see a lot of cool things. So, but anyway, before my phone dies, I am gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and hang this up for the night. So we will see you guys